I'm gonna show you how to make a ham steak, a French omelet, some Lyonnaise potatoes, and some Texas toast. So Lyonnaise potatoes, they're just hash browns.
Oh, okay, so hash browns.
Now
We got you.
Ish, hash browns, but these are French potatoes. They're sliced thin, and then you have caramelized onions. So the first thing I'm gonna do is cut my potatoes. I'm cutting them thin because I am not cooking them first, half an onion. So the reason breakfast is kind of a hard meal to prepare in terms of textures, everything has its own personality. It's like crisp bacon, soft eggs, hot toast. So it's like this beautiful dance, and short order cooks should be revered. When you look back and you go to like a pancake house, they're always doing this and getting all those breakfast things out at one time. I'm going to go ahead and get my spices ready for my potatoes. When I'm using cayenne, it's always nice to add a little paprika to it. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little salt in this. So I'm gonna get in here, put this pan on. Because I'm going in raw with my potatoes, I don't want the heat to be too high because they'll get cooked on the outside before they get cooked on the inside. I'm just dealing out some cards, dealing out some cards. Potatoes love salt, so that's gonna do what it's gonna do. Okay, so let's talk eggs. I am super, super particular about my scrambled eggs and my omelets, because I like soft scrambled eggs. I like the creaminess of, they're not runny. I know, I swear.
I didn't mean to do that.
But you did. But my husband used to do that too. He was like, I want pellets. I want really hard pellets for eggs. I'm like, ooh. Oh, now we're starting to get some color. They're still not cooked, but they are browning nicely. And now I can put my onions on the other side. Salt, a little pepper. I'm gonna do a 3-egg omelet. When I'm cracking my egg, I crack it on the table. I'm gonna add just a splash of cream. My onions are nice and cooking. I'm gonna add some butter in here for flavor. The seasoning mixture. Now, let me get my ham steak on. You know ham steak?
Oh, yeah.
I know you, I'm like, if you don't know ham steak, I'm gonna take your Southern card. I'm like, why don't you know what a ham steak is? I don't need to cook this whole big ham, so I'm going to cut it right in half. A little bit of oil, my ham steak on. This ham is already cooked, so we're just browning it. Okay, I'm gonna cut some herbs. When you're cutting chives, one pass. I'm gonna do some tarragon. I love tarragon with my eggs. A little bit of parsley. Got our ham on. If we need more oil, go in there. What I want to put on my ham, like a quick little glaze, maple syrup with a splash of apple cider vinegar. The vinegar does two things. It cuts through the sweetness of the maple syrup, it cuts through the richness of the ham. This is done. I have my bread here. I'm gonna do some Texas toast. Texas toast is thick. It's about double the thickness of regular sliced bread. I'm gonna start just toasting my bread. If I decide to drag my toast over to the hammy side, just for some of that fat, I can. And I'm gonna toast, toast. And this can go slowly, so you can turn it down, so you can really toast it. So in doing my scrambled eggs, I have my pan on. It's on low, medium low. My herbs go into the eggs, because if I put my herbs in afterwards, it would just be a clump of herbs in the middle of the omelet. I've got my butter. Just another form of fat. I love this breakfast. My bread is toasted. Oh, it actually is toasting very nicely. Okay. Eggs go in. If you want small curds, you're gonna keep them moving. When you do an omelet, a lot of times when you see the omelet stations, they will pour your eggs and they swirl the pan. What happens is that your omelet isn't fluffy. So this is about the stage where I salt. They're still soft. So for me, in a French omelet, the eggs are scrambled until they become an omelet. So then I spread my eggs out like this. Then I put my cheese perpendicular to the handle because my omelet's gonna roll this way. Are you ready for the dismount? Please work. No, I'm just kidding. Now, I'm holding my pan like this. So you start to fold it, making sure everything is not gonna be stuck. The last little dismount happens on my plate. And then you fold it over, like boom. So here we have our omelet. We have our papas, our potatoes. Cut my ham. Got my softened butter. These fine herbs could go over my potatoes. And here you have a really nice breakfast. Let me taste this. Tasty.